Yes, guys, welcome back to the video, and that is the worst performance I've seen all season. So that's probably the worst performance I've seen in God knows how long. I cannot believe some of the performances that I've seen today. There's numerous players who aren't good enough to wear the shirt. They're getting picked week in, week out. They need to go. I don't care. McTominay, again, sideways, backwards, sideways, backwards. Second half looks a bit better, but he was still shit. He's average. Fred had to come off. He was appalling in that first half. Bruno, first half, appalling. Ronaldo was dead. He never got the ball. Maybe should have got a red card. Greenwood, anonymous because he didn't get the ball. And when you got two strikers, they need to get the ball. We have just drew with the worst team in the league. Forget Norwich. This is the worst team in the league. And they turned up today like prime Barcelona. We made them look like prime Barcelona. The way St. Maximin was ripping through Maguire. What an absolute disgrace you are to the club, mate. Captain of the club, 80 million, and you're not blocking the shot, or you're not getting in front of the shot, or stopping the shot. If it wasn't for David De Gea, we'd be relegated this season. And I kid you that now, yeah. David De Gea has saved us numerous occasions this season, and people still go on about get Henderson in goal. Fuck off. I want to see changes against Burnley ASAP, but we're going to review this game. We're going to stick to this because Rashford, I don't know what's happened to Rashford. He looks a shadow of his old self. He's trying to take on 4 or 5 players at a time. Ronaldo and Cavani getting frustrated with him. Just play the pass. Sancho came on and Sancho, he had I've counted 6 or 7 chances where he could have played the first time pass or did something with the ball, and he's just shit. He's never normally that shit. I don't know what's happened. I don't know if it's because we've only just came back, but we've had time off. There's only 2 players who can come off that pitch and hold their head high. One of them is Cavani, one of them is De Gea. Not all season with Cavani, but all season we've relied on David De Gea. And if it isn't for him, we are fucked. If we had Dean Henderson in goal, we would be in the relegation zone. And that's not a joke. Cavani, good goal, but he wants to leave. We can't let Cavani go. Cavani is a cool hero. He's such a good player. We can't let him go. We've got Rashford doing step overs, trying to take on 5-4 players like a twat. Just simple as it. You're being a twat. Pass the ball. You're not good. Well, you are good, but you're not as good as you think you are. You're not prime Ronaldo who can take on everyone, or Messi. So why are you not passing the ball when you've got Ronaldo in your team to pass to? And Varane looks shaky today. I'm not going to let him off. I don't think Phil Jones could have done a worse job at times. Maguire and Varane, from what I've seen, they do not work together, and that's not Varane's fault. If anyone wants to sit there and tell me it's Varane's fault, it's not. Maguire is a sack of shit. He's our captain. He's not my captain. He's the club's captain. He ain't my captain. He can fuck off with his massive head. He is not my captain. My captain is David De Gea. David De Gea should be Manchester United captain. He is head and shoulders above every other player on that pitch. He is the only person who can hold his head high after that performance, and that is saying something. I'd like to thank all the players for giving Ole Gunnar Solskjaer a 3-month bounce, a 3-month honeymoon period, and for Ragnick, they gave him half an hour against Crystal Palace. What are you doing? Rashford, you are shit. Trashford, you were today, that's what I'm going to call you, because that's what everyone likes to use. They're making Ragnick look like that guy who says, you want some? I'll give it you. That's what they're making him look like. If you don't know that reference, go search that up, because he's looking exactly like that guy. But we've got our fucking director of football sitting on the bench doing coaching. This club is a shambles. We need to get rid of players who don't want to be here. So I don't know if Cavani does want to be here. Haven't done my research on that. I think it's because of game time, but if we start playing him more, he will get some. Ans will want to stay because, yeah, that's Cavani. But I don't blame for Cavani for wanting to leave, and I don't blame Martial for wanting to leave. And when you've got Rashford starting ahead of you, performing like that week in, week out, he shouldn't have even been starting today. He was the worst player on the pitch against Norwich. He was the worst player on the pitch again today, and I've had enough of it. Just because he's an MBE, whatever he is, he gets away with it, and because he came through the youth setup, well, I'm not having it. You can't really judge Greenwood's performance. Came off at half-time. He never got into the game. He had a shot, but nobody created a chance for him. What are you supposed to do? Ronaldo, same thing. But again, I've had enough of these players. Not all of them, but some of them. I'll go through some of them now. Maguire, shit. Delo and Tellez, they were half decent today, but we're against Newcastle. You need to be putting in better performances than that. I'd fully expect some changes against Burnley, maybe one of them. I don't know which one I'd change though, I'll have to think about that. Maguire, get out. I'd rather have Jones there. If it takes the captaincy away from him, I'd rather have Jones. I just got a man of the match thing come up on my top of my screen to vote for a man of the match. You can fuck off. The man of the match was none of our players apart from De Gea. We got ripped to shreds. None of our players deserve anything. Give the wages to charity or something. But they won't. Who else? Right, McTominay, Fred. They've survived 3 managers, and it's taking the piss. Why can't we play Matic and Donny van de Beek together in that midfield? I'm not even a coach. I don't know I'm not a coach, and I haven't done coaching. But surely anybody with the right mind can see that Matic and Donny van de Beek would be levels above these frauds in the midfield. Like, Matic and Donny have passed forward. They've worked well together before. Just get rid of Fred or McTominay. McTominay's shit. Fred has a good game every fucking month. He's just dead. They're both dead. This formation may not suit these players, but I expect 100% effort being given, and some of these players aren't putting it in. In January, players are going to leave, which I don't want to leave. Donny's going to leave. There's no way Donny's saying he's not getting any minutes. And if you can sit there and tell me that he has a reason to say he doesn't, he's wasting his own career, and we've fucking ruined a quality player. Who else is there? Martial's going to leave. I can see why. Lingard's going to leave. I can see why. Cavani wants to leave. I can see why. Henderson wants to leave. Get out. Because you're not going to get above De Gea. It's just disgraceful. And honestly, I think a couple of my mates down the park, well, not down the park, when I was younger, they could definitely do a better job than McTominay in that midfield. I'll tell you that for free. But I hear people saying McTominay man of the match. You're taking the piss. I don't know if they were joking, but if they think that's a man of the match performance, they need to go watch Blackburn in the Championship. If they're even in the Championship, I don't even know. But we need to get rid of some of these players. I'm keeping from that starting 11 3 or 4 players, 5. I'm not having it. I can't be bothered with some of these players. It's the midfield again. Jonjo Shelvey and Longstaff are a better midfield pairing than Fred and McTominay. We see it all season. I can't think of a midfield partnership which is worse than Fred and McTominay. They literally started against Norwich last week and got bossed. They started against today and got bossed. Like, why is these managers coming in and picking Fred and McTominay? Matic can do a better job. He came on, we got control of the game for longer than 5 minutes. People might say 5 minutes, but that's more than what Fred and McTominay can do. And Donny van de Beek is better than both of these players put together. But no, they don't use him. Sancho, he was awful when he came on. 7 passes he could have made, I've counted. Or 7 decisions which he's got wrong after he came on. He was awful. I expect against Burnley 5 changes. I'm going to give you a quick starting 11 now. De Gea, I want Baez on the AFCON, isn't he? I want Lindelof in next to Varane. Maguire can fuck off. I'd even pick Jones over Maguire. I'd have Dalot right back. I might bring in Luke Shaw. I'll have to think about that one, even though Tellez put a lovely ball in at the end. But it's a 50-50 with them two. I'd go Matic and Donny. You have to give them a chance now. In front of them, I'd go Bruno and... I'll go Bruno and Greenwood or Sancho. I don't know. There's no... Or I may even go Elanga. I'm not too sure. Up front, Ronaldo and Cavani. It has to be them two. There's no other option. And if he doesn't pick that team or pick a similar team to that and he plays Fred and McTominay, I will be livid. And there will be questions at the man. He needs time to influence his ideas and system. But come on, I can see it with my own eyes. Some of these players are not good enough to wear that shirt. Get some out in January. Get some in January so we can progress through the season. If we play like this, top 4's over. And we're going to be in the Europa League again. Well, hey, lovely. Now, thank you guys for watching. And I'll catch you in the next one.